Hello everyone, Jang Ho here. I hope everyone had a blast watching the Olympics for the past few days. Sadly, weightlifting is now over. All of the sessions, including men's super heavyweight and women's super heavyweight classes, have now concluded. My circadian rhythm is all messed up thanks to staying up multiple nights in a row to watch the Olympics, but I have zero regrets. I'll be going over the results for men's 102, 102 plus, women's 81 and women's 81 plus sessions in this video. I've been doing recaps and prediction videos for the Olympics this past few days. If you haven't watched those videos, please consider checking them out. Also, looks like most of the people watching this channel are not subscribed, so please consider subscribing if you like my content. It really helps out the channel. So here are the results from men's 102 kilo class. We had Liu Henhua, aka Giga Chad, win the gold medal with a 406 kilo total. In second place was Jurayev Akbar from Uzbekistan. Third place was Tianzo Yoheni from Belarus, but he is competing as an independent neutral athlete here at the Olympics. Unfortunately, the former Olympic champion Meso Hasona bombed out during the snatch session. We knew he suffered an injury during training back at the World Cup and really didn't know what kind of shape he was in leading up to the Olympics. He opened pretty big at 178 kilos. Seemed like he injured his elbow to me. The bar was shifting all the way to his right side for all of his snatch attempts. Hopefully this is nothing serious and he will come back stronger at the next international competition. Liu Henhua was in phenomenal shape during the snatch. He hit a personal record of 186 kilos, just 1 kilo above the weight he snatched at the Asian Games last year. In the clean and jerk, he lifted 220 and 228, but unfortunately 228 got called out for a press out. I pointed out how inconsistent the judging was in my previous video, but I'll say it again in this video. If they're gonna white light Pizzolato's final clean and jerk attempt, they should have given Liu a white light for the 228 kilo attempt. Liu also attempted the world record at 233 kilos on his final attempt, but unfortunately he missed the jerk. He still cleaned it though, and that was very impressive. I was also really impressed by how well Jurayev performed. Keep in mind, this is an athlete that only had one total as a 102 kilo lifter during this qualification period. He competed as a 109 during the World Cup and even weighed up to 126 kilos at one point during the qualification period. It was pretty difficult to predict what he's capable as a 102. However, I was extremely impressed by his 232 kilo clean at the end. The jerk wasn't close, but he made that clean look really easy. The best part about this session was Liu screaming Cao the moment Jurayev missed his final clean and jerk attempt. For those of you who don't know, Cao is a swear word in Chinese, so it's very rare we get to hear a swear word at the Olympics. This session probably had the most exciting snatch battle. We had athletes snatching 180 kilos and above, all the way down to 6th place. Very impressive stuff. So let's now move on to women's 81 kilo recap. We had Zolfrid from Norway place 1st, Ahmed from Egypt placing 2nd, and Dahomes from Ecuador placing 3rd. Zolfrid was in such a great shape. She clean and jerked 154 kilos, which was the Olympic record. She totaled 275, just 5 kilos under her best total as an 87. She had a pretty interesting reaction right after her final clean and jerk. It almost looked like she had no idea of her own placing during the competition. Maybe she was so focused on her lifting that she didn't keep track of her placing. Maybe the coaches intentionally didn't tell her till the very end so that she can lift with minimum pressure. Regardless, I was very happy to see her screaming in joy at the end since I was rooting for her. Ahmed was also in great shape and equaled her best total of 268 kilos. This is her second time competing at the Olympics, Rio 2016 being her first. Some of you may know this already, but she was banned for taking stimulants during Tokyo qualification, so didn't compete at the previous Olympics. This is her second time competing and second time medaling at the Olympics. Dahomez was in very good shape as well. She totaled 267 kilos, which is just 2 kilos under her best total, which she hit at the World Cup. She tried to go for a massive 5 kilo PR for her final clean and jerk attempt, which would have given her silver medal if successful. She managed to clean it but unfortunately blacked out before she could jerk it. Looks like both her and her little sister Angie Dahomez seems to be more of a snatch specialist. Congratulations to the Dahomez sisters for both medaling at this year's Olympics. Now let's move on to men's super heavyweight category. Everyone probably thought Lasha was going to be dominating in this session. However, there was actually a pretty close battle between him and the two Armenians. Well, one Armenian and one former Armenian. Anyways, Lasha actually lost to Gor Minasyan in the snatch by 1 kilo. Lalayan tied Lasha in the snatch, lifting 215 kilos. Lasha really had to fight to win at this year's Olympics. His final attempt at 255 kilo did not look easy. Pretty rare to see Lasha struggle with his lifts since we are so used to seeing him destroy world records on a regular basis. However, ever since Lasha got injured and lost a whole bunch of weight back in 2022, he has been underperforming slightly. Obviously, he's still lifting numbers that are absolutely outrageous, but let's be honest here, 2021 Lasha would have destroyed Lalayan and Minasyan. Remember, Lasha has totaled up to a whopping 495 kilos in training and has snatched with 4 red plates on each side at a competition. Both Lalayan and Minasyan were in peak shape. Lalayan hit a 4 kilo international competition PR in the total. He tied his best snatch and lifted just 1 kilo below his best clean and jerk. Lalayan was pretty close to hitting 218 in the snatch and clean and jerking 256 kilos. Minasyan snatched up to 216, which is actually 1 kilo below his competition PR. He was very close to making 220 kilos on his final snatch attempt. If he was successful, he would have had a 5 kilo lead over Lasha going into the clean and jerk, which would have made things a lot more interesting. I'm sure there are lots of Lasha fans out there who are pretty sad to see Lasha underperform compared to his prime, but the competition itself was overall much more fun to watch, with Lalayan and Minasyan putting up such a close battle. Now let's check out the women's 81 kilo plus category. Obviously, Li Wenwen won with a massive 309 kilo total, but this is still nowhere near her best. Back in 2021, she hit a 335 kilo total at Asian Championships. She's basically a female version of Lasha. Nobody even came close to lifting her total. However, she suffered a pretty painful looking elbow injury last year at the World Championships. I'm not gonna show the footage here since it looked pretty gnarly, but basically her elbow bent in the direction that's not supposed to during her snatch attempt. Not quite sure if she's still dealing with some elbow issues, but she underperformed at this year's Olympics. Second place is Park Hye-jung from Korea. She's the 21-year-old weightlifting phenom who's capable of back squatting 270 kilos without knee sleeves too. I guess you don't need knee sleeves when your kneecap is the size of a coconut, but she attempted a 4 kilo PR on her final clean and jerk attempt. She managed to clean it but missed the jerk. Would have been a Korean national record if she made it. Emily Campbell from the UK placed third. She had a great performance during the snatch, going 3 for 3. She missed both her second and third attempts in the clean and jerk, but still managed to hit a competition PR total of 288 kilos. So that would be it for the 2024 Olympics recap. Was a little bit strange seeing the weightlifting competition start off with the men's lightweight class and finish off with the women's heavyweight class. Usually weightlifting competitions start out with the women's lightweight and end with the men's super heavyweight class. Regardless, we had lots of interesting battles that took place. Personally, my favorite sessions were men's 89 and 102. Lots of drama, lots of big attempts, not to mention a lot of controversies as well. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the recap series I did on this channel. If you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to this channel. Also, please leave a comment down below on which session was your favorite session to watch from this year's Olympics. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.